Hey everybody, my name is Sam, this is Rush Reality, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm bringing you the 10 biggest VR releases coming this month. And it is an awesome month, there's some really cool releases. So let's jump in.
We're kicking off with a really intriguing game called the Last Clockwinder. This is described as a VR puzzle automation game. You get to create an intricate clockwork contraption out of your own clones. Basically, each action you do creates this little robot that just repeats it, and you use these robots to create this really cool ecosystem within this ancient tree. There's a pretty cool narrative that goes alongside it all. Basically, you've been stuck for 30 years in this clock tower inside this ancient tree. You want to be free of this really tough job, so the idea is that you're trying to build this perfect system to manage the clock tower. I think it's a really cool game. The visuals look great, and I think it could be some really quirky mechanics. The Last Clockwinder lands on Quest 2 and Steam VR headsets on June the 2nd. Next up is a game I've been waiting for with bated breath ever since I first caught a glimpse of the visuals. Kayak VR Mirage is an awesome journey through beautiful locations. The game uses true-to-life kayak physics to help you traverse some really awesome sights. This is one of those games that truly takes advantage of the power of a PC. If you're looking for a game to really showcase what great visuals can look like in VR, then this is the one for you. The water alone looks absolutely amazing. Get out there and try and set some records with some really fast times, or take it easy and use the free ride mode to really take in the sights. As you've probably guessed from the visuals, this is a PCVR title only, and it drops on the 28th of June. Up next is a game coming to the Quest that I think will get a lot of buzz. First Person Tennis by Mikori Games is described as the real tennis simulator for VR. The game is released previously for the PC, but the visuals hold up amazingly on the Quest, and it will be so much of a better experience running it on a wireless headset like the Quest 2. Physics like this can be replicated brilliantly in VR. You'll know this if you've been able to try the awesome game 11 Table Tennis. Well, First Person Tennis brings similarly brilliant physics, and you can use them to play in a truly engaging single player game, or you can take on the online multiplayer. It launches on the Quest store on June the 2nd, and if you want to grab the pre-existing PCVR version, then it's currently on a 20% discount on the Steam store. Next up is the eagerly anticipated PCVR release of Green Hell. Green Hell released on the Quest very recently, but I personally have been holding out for the PCVR version because these graphics really do take it up a gear. Created by Creepy Jar Studios, Green Hell is the ultimate survival game. In this open world simulation, you'll be set against the harsh and unforgiving conditions of the Amazon jungle. If you're going to survive, then you're going to need to craft, hunt, fight and gather resources, set a makeshift shelter or raise a fortress. You're going to tend to your wounds and maintain mental health. Expect to find dangerous animals and hostile natives. Boasting amazing visuals and full motion controls, alongside a really engaging story. This could be one of the most important PCVR releases of the year. Definitely not one to be missed. Green Hell launches on Steam on the 9th of June. Next up is a quirky gem that I think is going to go down very well. Mothergunship Forge by Terrible Posture Games brings a new spin to VR shooters. Here we have a frantic roguelite where the player crafts more and more continually elaborate and unusual weapons. Want to build a rocket firing shotgun or a toxic spike ball launcher? Well, you're in the right place. As you mutilate the metal minions of the Mothergunship, you earn gun parts to add to your weapon. Some of the gun designs look absolutely ridiculous, and I can't wait to have a go. Mothergunship Forge releases on Quest 2 and Steam on the 16th of June. Our next release is a Quest port of a PC and PlayStation VR classic. Swordsman VR is a sword fighting game with absolutely fantastic physics. The game is a wave fighter where you'll have to defend yourself against medieval warriors. I've put a fair few hours into this on the PC and I've really enjoyed it. It's got a rewarding progression system as you're continually able to upgrade your weapons, and as you defeat the most powerful enemies, you'll unlock their special boss weapons. The game has 24 different weapons and shields. You can expect to fight in a range of different environments and against a range of different enemies. You could be fighting a Viking one minute and a samurai the next. Swordsman VR launches on the Quest's App Lab at the start of June. Our next title takes us straight to the end of the world. You are the last human taxi driver in a desperate future where the last remains of civilization are propped up by surveillance, automation and human modification. The hours are long and the pay is terrible, but you've got a job. The Last Taxi is a story-driven adventure game set in Progress Point, a politically and economically divided metropolis that has fully embraced this surreal and satirical vision of the future. Each passenger you pick up will add to the story, and they bring with them morally challenging decisions that will lead you into the heart of a dying society. This indie title might not bring with it particularly impressive visuals, but I am well up for a good story. It launches on the Steam store at the start of June. Our next game, World of Mechs, is a Quest release that brings heart-pumping mech battling VR action. World of Mechs is the only online competitive squad-based VR mech game that delivers the feeling of thrashing across city blocks in a 10-ton robotic war machine, whilst launching a barrage of missiles on the opposition. With an engaging online multiplayer arena and 20 awesome single-player missions, this game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It launches on the Quest 2 in early June. Next up, we're bringing you a title called Undead Development 2. The sequel to the 2021 title Undead Development takes us back to a post-apocalyptic world. The game encourages you to create wild defences by nailing together anything you can find around you to fight against the hordes of zombies. You'll find yourself exploring the other regions around you to restock for supplies and weapons, and then dragging and nailing together furniture to safeguard your home. With an online multiplayer mode, you can team up with friends to build an unbreakable barricade. UD2 adds the ability to play without the use of VR using just a mouse and keyboard, so you can even play with friends who don't have a headset. Undead Development 2 launches on Steam in mid-June. Our final title for this month is a pixel art shoot 'em up for Quest 2. It's called Wings 1941, and rather than following in the footsteps of other flight simulators for the Quest like Ultra Wings, this gives us a third-person take on warplanes. The game gives you 10 planes to fly and 10 campaigns to fight through. Bosses will include things like zeppelins, battleships and tanks. The retro vibes are strong with this game, and if you can get past the almost Minecraft style visuals, I think you could really enjoy this game. You will find yourself guiding your plane through a hail of bullets and enemy planes, ships and tanks. And along the way you'll get the ability to pick up some coins, some chests, some bombs, rockets and power-ups to upgrade all along through your journey. Wings 1941 is scheduled to land on the Quest store on June 2nd.
So there you have it. In my opinion, that is the 10 best games coming out for VR this month. Some pretty good ones there, I think you'll agree. So if you enjoyed this video, do us a favour, hit that like button. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, then a sub to the channel would be awesome. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.